Hello guys, so today we'll be looking at the lesson of logarithms. Okay, so firstly we'll look into what is logarithms. So if we take 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. Okay, so this everybody knows. Okay, now we'll put log into this. Then look, it's going to be log to 8 which is equal to 3. So we say log value of 8 to the base 2 is equal to 3. So log can be used to find this power which is 3, which you can see clearly over here. Okay, so this is the basic concept of logarithm. Alright, so now we'll look into a few examples of log. First one, so 6 to the power 3 which is equal to 216. If we write this in this format, it's going to be log 6 log value of 216 to the base 6 which is equal to 3. So this 3, the power, is the answer here. So in the calculator you might notice this log function is there, and then you can try this out. Alright, so this is the basic picture of logarithms. Now let's look at the three basic rules, 3 important and basic rules of logarithms. So rule number 1, log a m into n, this is equal to log a m plus log value of n to the base a. So now some of you might not know how to pronounce this, so I'll teach you. So you say this as log value of 8 to the base 2 which is equal to 3. Log value of 8 to the base 2 which is equal to 3. Alright, so this is the first rule. Log value of m into n which is mn to the base a is equal to log value of m to the base a plus log value of n to the base a. So if we take an example log, we can say 4 into 3 to the base 2 is equal to log value of 4 to the base 2 plus log value of 3 to the base 2. So this is number 1 rule. So second rule, this is going to be log m over n to the base a is equal to log value of m to the base a minus log value of n to the base a. So this is the second rule in logarithm. So if we say log value of m over n to the base a is equal to log value of m to the base a minus log value of n to the base a. So if we take an example, it could be log 3 over 2 to the base 4, let's say, is equal to log value of 3 to the base 4 minus log value of 2 to the base 4. So this is the example for this. Now we look at the third rule. The third rule is going to be log of m to the power n or a. Now you might notice that this is m to the power n, log value of m to the power n to the base a. This we can write as n log value of m to the base a multiplied by n. So this power, it comes to the front. That is the third rule under logarithms. So these are the 3 rules. So if you look at an example on this, so it's going to be log, we'll take value of 3 to the power 2 and to the base 4. This is going to be 2 log 3 to the base 4. So these are the 3 rules as we look now. So this forms the foundation of logarithms. Now we'll be looking at some special things under this. So these are special things which we have to remember, keep in mind. So first thing is going to be log value of a to the base a is equal to 1. So this is a firm fixed concept. I'll explain how this happens. So now we learn that log value of a to the base 2 is equal to 3. This we can write as 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So if we look in this format, this we can write as a to the power 1, which we all know is equal to a. So that is shown by this. So now the second special thing we need to know is log value of 1 to the base a is equal to 0. So the reason for this being equal to 0 is because a to the power something should be equal to 1. So now we all know that anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this forms the second special thing we need to keep in mind. So with that, we looked at the general three concepts and the three rules that form the foundation of logarithms. So now we'll move on. Okay, now we'll look into a graph of log. Okay, so if we draw a graph there, this is going to be the x-axis and this is going to be the y-axis. Now we'll look into the graph of 2 to the power x. 2 to the power x is going to be something like this. This is y equals 2 to the power, it's going to be 2 to the power x. So this y-intercept is equal to 1 because when x equals 0, it's going to be 2 to the power 0, which is equal to 1. So that is y equals 2 to the power x. So log to the base 2 is going to be the inverse of this graph. So inverse means the reflection in the y equals x axis. This is a bit more detailed knowledge. This requires a bit more detailed knowledge, so it's a pretty hard concept, but if you can understand, it's pretty good. So this is going to be y equals 2 to the power x, the graph. So the inverse of this is going to be a reflection along the y equals x axis. This is going to be y equals x axis. So the inverse is going to be something like this. And this is also 1. This is y equals log value of x to the base 2. So if you notice that x equals 1 here, when x is equal to 1, it's going to be log value of 1 to the base 2, which is equal to 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this is going to be 0. So y value is 0 since it's the x-axis. So this is the basic log graph for log value of x to the base 2. Now we'll look into a question. Okay, so this is the question that we have now. So we'll first start constructing this. So previously we learned the rule of log value of mn to the base a, which is equal to log value of m to the base a plus log value of n to the base a. So now if you look at this, we can use that rule here. So this we can write as log a. This is going to be 5 multiplied by x. So this is equal to, now these two as well follow the same concept of these two. So we can write it as log value of 3 to the power 3 into 10 to the base a. And this minus log a 2. Okay. So now further we can write this as log value of 5x to the base a is equal to, now if you look at this, these two are minus. So now in the second rule we learnt that log value of m over n to the base a is equal to log value of m to the base a minus log value of n to the base a. So we can write this as log a to the base a, and it's going to be the value of 3 multiplied by 10, this divided by 2. So this in bracket, log value of 3 into 10 over 2 to the base a. Now if we look at this, both have the same thing, so log a. So we can equate this, 5x is equal to 3 into 10, which is going to be 30 divided by 2. So 5x is going to be 15 and x is equal to 3. So this is a very simple question for the general start of the lesson of logarithm. Now we'll move on. So now we'll be moving into the last bit under the theory of logarithms. Okay, so here log value of x to the base a is equal to m. So now we have learned that a to the power m is equal to x. This is shown by this logarithmic function. So this is the general thing. Now we are going to apply log to the base b to both sides. It's possible since both are equal. So a to the power m is equal to x. And we're going to apply log value of a to the power m to the base b is equal to log value of x to the base b. So now we're going to use the rules we learned so far. So under the third rule, this m can come front. So it's going to be m log value of a to the base b, which is equal to log value of x to the base b. Now we are going to simplify m. So m is equal to log value of x to the base b divided by log value of a to the base b. So this is going to be equal to n. So now we also know that m is equal to log value of x to the base a. So if we write that log value of x to the base a, it's equal to log value of x to the base b divided by log value of a to the base b. So this is the rule that you need. This is the special rule that you need to remember. So log value of x to the base a is equal to log value of x to the base b divided by log value of a to the base b. So if we take an example, it's going to be log value of 4 to the base 2. Now we're going to change the base to 3. So it's going to be equal to log value of 4 to the base 3 divided by log value of 2 to the base 3. So this is an example. Further application of this will come in more tough questions that will come across in the next video. So now we're going to look into another special thing. So now we're thinking about equating x equals b. So when x equals b, it's going to be log value of b to the base a is equal to log value of b to the base b over log value of b to the base a. So in this equation, we are thinking x equals b. So when x equals b, the equation rearranges to this. So this, we know that log value of b to the base a, log value of b to the base b is equal to 1 as we discussed previously. So it's going to be 1 over log value of b to the base a. So this is the next thing we need to know. So this is also important. So log value of log value of b to the base a is equal to 1 over log value of b to the base a. So these two have switched. This comes in, that goes that. So this is basically all of the theory that you need to learn under logarithms. So we covered so far all the theory, and more tough questions we'll discuss in the next video to come. So hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, the red button down, and please comment and leave your feedback. Thank you and hope you have a nice day.